Holy moly, you will never guess where I am. Look at that. I am at the International Car Forest of the Last Church. Quite the mouthful. Don't know a lot about it, so why don't I just show you around? Because this place looks pretty neat from where I'm standing. Let's go. And here at the International Car Forest of the Last Church, you are encouraged to sign in. And even further to that, leave a donation. I'm going to leave a donation and sign in just a second. And look at this, right there, restroom. I'm going to make a suggestion here. Perhaps you want to wait for another restroom. This is not, let's take a peek inside there. Well, not as bad as I thought it would be, but boy, presentation is everything, and that is just not a good looking bathroom. I'm gonna sign in right here. Look at this. Someone's left a little board of all the places they've been. Let's see. Is there any room for me to sign? There we go. Look at this. Look at this. Here we go. Christian P. Toronto on. And in case they don't know where Toronto is, that's in Canada. Not sure who Dirt Miller is. I'm going to assume that is the artist. Let's go take a walk down here. And hey, like everything else on this trip so far, I'm the only one here. Who would have thunk it? I certainly am not complaining. Here is our first vehicle here. Kind of, not really a forest yet. That is over there, as you can see, but look at this. I wonder if that's the entire car that's buried, or it's just left in half. And what is this? Look at that. Poop. I'm going to assume that there's some wild burrow around here. The one thing I'll say about this place, and I have barely even dipped a toe in here yet, is this is way cooler than Cadillac Ranch in Amarillo. I don't know. So many tourists there, and it's just a couple Cadillacs just buried ass deep in the Amarillo soil. Not my kind of thing, but I mean, listen, if you're a Route 66 enthusiast, then that is definitely a must-see. But I prefer this. Middle of nowhere, Goldfield, Nevada. Yes, please. I'll take this any day. Like everything else out here in the desert, I mean, we're kind of in a valley here. No mountains really in sight, but it is insanely windy down here. So again, apologies if my microphone is picking that up. Kind of an annoying sound, the sound of wind rustling in one's microphone. This is so cool. Look at this. And right over here, right up there, that thing right there, giant school bus buried first in the soil. I gotta go see that in a second. go see if I can actually see how deep these are buried. I'm going to assume that this is the entire car that's buried here in the soil. Look at this. That is pretty cool. How are you liking this landscape? There's that bus up there. I'm coming for you. And speaking of buses, look at this. Right over here. Looks like the Scooby-Mobile. Little old Volkswagen Westphalia. Listen, I know what that is. Right here between these two hills. How the heck did they place that in there? That's crazy. Better overview of what's going on down below. I was just thinking, wouldn't it be hilarious if I got back to my car and it was buried? Can you imagine? These were all visitors at one point who came here to visit the car forest and became a part of the car forest themselves. Some cool art. Not only are the cars buried here as a piece of artistic expression, but look at this. Artists have done some pretty nice artwork on all of the vehicles buried here. Look at that. A lone century palm out there. I was thinking about getting in my van and driving up here, but I'm here. It seems kind of like a wasted effort to come all the way over here when I'm already here. I just gotta walk up this hill, which weirdly is much steeper than it looked when I was at the bottom of this hill. But there's that bus. A lot of breath. Whew. There it is. That's pretty neat. And it's definitely buried. Oh, maybe not. Looks like the front of the bus has been cut off. It's kind of being held up by this. What is that? I don't know. Piece of wood. Whew. That's pretty neat. The more I walk in amongst all of these vehicles here in the desert, further solidifies my commitment that this is far superior to Cadillac Ranch. No offense, Cadillac Ranch, but you gotta up your game. This is next level. Car burying. love this stuff. I can't imagine I will ever be back here, so it's kind of cool to see something for the first and last time. And I've never actually heard anything about this place, so I feel like, in a weird way, I discovered it? I don't know. I clearly did not discover it, but you know what I mean. Look at this. How's that for a statement? A bee wearing a gas mask. I wonder how many cars are out here. No, it could be at least 50. Every time I think I'm kind of at the end of it, more cars appear in the horizon. Look at that. Axle just lying there. Tires strewn about here as well. I'm not even going to attempt to fake knowing what each of these cars and vans is. Let's just appreciate it for what it is, not what we think it is, or not what I think it is. And look at this guy, not buried. Look at him, golded out. And right over here, there's an old dump truck. Not dump truck, what am I? Ridiculous, I'm being ridiculous. It's an old tow truck. Look at that. All the chains. I think it's almost time to go see that school bus. No car, just the grill. I hope you enjoyed my visit and my show and tell here in Goldfield, Nevada, right here at the International Car Forest of the Last Church. Always leaves me a little breathless, kind of like this place. Anyway, for now, this is the Obscurist Tourist saying so long, take care of yourselves, stay beautiful, and until our next adventure, see you later.